system.
Hi everyone, this is Starfire, or you can call me Star. It is time to do our inspirational quote reading and conversation card. Normally for this kind of video, we draw a letter and we draw a color, but we knocked our letter cup on the floor and the letters went all scattered, and we're trying to get them all together again. So what we're doing instead for this video is we're still gonna pick a color, but then we're gonna pick a random letter. Like, we're gonna not look at the stack and just gonna pick a random letter. So that's what we're gonna do for this video, and so what we usually do. And hopefully we'll be able to get the rest of the letters here pretty soon. That way, next time we do this, it'll be back to normal. Otherwise, let's see how this goes. But yeah, alright, let's get on with it. And then after we do our inspirational quote, we will do a conversation card. And, well, we forgot to post last week's conversation card and a quote like we usually do, but hopefully we'll be able to do it for this week. But we got some stuff we have to do, so we'll see when we get done with the other priorities. So, but without further ado, we're gonna get into this. Alright, so the color, I pulled out green. So I have to pick from the green stack. We've got our green stack right here. So what I'm gonna do is close our eyes and just gonna go like this. Alright, I feel like we got one. And we pulled out green E. So this inspirational quote for the week of May 18th, 2025 is, "It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped," said by Tony Robbins. So that's the quote for this week. The green E, put it this way. And I will say this again, but then I'll say it at the end of the video before we wrap up too. So, it is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped, said by Tony Robbins. So we will add an overlay of this when we're editing, of course. And to be honest with you, I honestly agree with this one. That, like, the decisions that we make within daily life will shape the future and your destiny and our destiny. Yeah. That's basically what we interpret this as, is like some of the decisions that we make within the present moment will shape how our future will be. Yeah. simple interpretation, but that's exactly what we feel this interpretation of the quote is. So, alright. I will say the quote one more time at the end of the video, but for now, we are going on to our conversation card that we usually do. And I got the box right here. Gonna open this up. Alright, I'm gonna look away and pick something random. Alright. What is the conversation for this week? Let's find out. Okay, so it's upside down. I was holding it upside down like but the conversation for the week of May 18th, 2025 is: which historical sporting event would you like to witness? Ooh. That's interesting. Now, we don't have any answers for this one for this week, so on our socials or here in the YouTube comments, we are excited to see what your answer for this question is. And again, it is: which historical sporting event would you like to witness? So, yep. Again, we don't really have any answers for you for this one, unfortunately, but yeah. Oh yeah, before we wrap up this video, I must mention that I am so glad we are using these cards that we got. And then, well, once we go through all those, we found a few that we might purchase to continue the series with. So hopefully we can do that. But for now, we are excited with how this series is going. And yeah, we still got some letter cards for inspirational quotes to go through, and then, well, once the inspirational quotes are done, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do for the rest of the series, because, yeah, not really sure, but guess we'll just have to wait and see. But alright, before we wrap up this video, I am going to say both of them one more time for you, and then I will also add them as we're editing. I'll add them to the end of the video. So the inspirational quote for May 18th, 2025, it is: in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped, said by Tony Robbins. And then the conversation card again says: which historical sporting event would you like to witness? So again, in our socials, on our socials or in the YouTube comments, we'd love to hear what you think of this week's quote and what your answer is to this week's conversation card. Wow, when I was going through when I was picking a card out of the box, I honestly did not think I was gonna pull that one out. I literally just closed our eyes and was like, and then I just pulled it out, like, but it's it's gonna make a really interesting conversation if y'all have any answers for it. But yeah, we have to get back to cleaning, so we're gonna wrap this video up here. With cheers and love, everyone. Yeah, stay safe, stay positive, and also have an awesome day. And oh yeah, remember to embrace every positive and simple moment you get in life. Life is just so unpredictable and so delicate, so enjoy the moments that you get. So, alrighty, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you in another video. Goodbye for now. Mwah.
It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Tony Robbins. Which historical sporting event would you like to witness?